Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natea and this is Nesthetics, bringing you content that is aesthetic, authentic, and all about activism. Today we are talking about why I hate social media, the many reasons why. Because recently I've been noticing that I've been having a lot of withdrawals from social media, needing to take a lot of breaks, needing to delete the apps, like just not feeling like being on there. I really feel like if I didn't have a business page, I would have deleted all of my social media accounts, like with the way I'm feeling right now. But I wanted to make a video talking about why I dislike social media and why I get like this from time to time. There are times where I can like be on social media for months straight and be okay, and then there's times where I really need to take a hiatus for like 3-4 months, or be on it less for like 3-4-5-6 months. Okay, so here are my reasons why I hate social media. One, social media does not care about your mental health. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and mental health, especially Black mental health in the Black community, is something that's very important to me, because I feel like us Black folks, we have been through too much throughout history, and we going through too much now. And Instagram, even though like they're trying to like get rid of likes and test that out, these social media outlets, their main priorities are never us and our mental health. Their main priorities is how they gonna get to the bag, how they gonna get more money, how they gonna feed into capitalism. Like, their first priority is to be capitalist, not to care about our mental health. So I feel like social media really doesn't care about our mental health at all. And even though like we see these efforts being done by Instagram, they're not for us. Even though we, like the consumers, the people who use the apps, they do need us in order for them to keep their business going and keep the social media apps going. But at the end of the day, we are not their main priority. Capitalism is. And really, Instagram getting rid of their likes is for their own benefit, so they can make more money and take money away from people like us who use the app, or people who are like content creators and who have a certain amount of following and get a certain amount of likes in their analytics and can make money off of their content. Instagram is really doing that so they can get more money. Okay, they're not doing that for us and our mental health. Also, just like speaking from the Black experience, like, social media is not good for your mental health when you have to see so much Black trauma plastered across social media all the time. Every day I feel like it's something new. It's a new story. Like, we never get time to like just breathe in and breathe out and relax. Like, we have to go on social media and like see Black trauma, whether we see videos, whether we see posts about it. I mean, I really like how especially Instagram, there are a lot of like infographics and educational content, but at the same time, like, sometimes I really don't want to see that stuff. Like, I see it enough. I see it every day. I am a Black woman living in America. I am the lived experience of this trauma, so I do not need to see it plastered on social media all the time. It would be nice if like Black folks could go on social media and just take their mind off of things. But when we go on there, there's always a chance that we're going to see something that might trigger us. And even like last year, when COVID first started happening, George Floyd, Ahmaud, Breonna, like that whole time in 2020, like, I had to cut off all social media for myself. I remember when all three of those occurrences happened with Ahmaud, Breonna, and George, I was tired. Like, I was tired, just like any other Black person was. I was so tired, and I could not be on social media at all. Like, I had to delete all of my apps off my phone. I couldn't even feel like I could watch YouTube videos, because so many people across YouTube were talking about it. I'm like, I just don't want to hear this stuff no more, because I was literally like breaking down and all of that. Like, I remember very vividly, like, just like sitting on the couch with my partner, eating some barbecue, and the food was good, but I had to break down because like I had seen so much trauma and just heard so much like plastered across social media, YouTube, and everywhere, that it was just like I couldn't take it anymore. I just had to break down. Like, that's why I have to delete my app sometimes, because the more you consume on social media, the worse it is. Like, it, at least for me, I'm assuming this for everybody else too, because at least for Black folks, because like I cannot be on social media all the time and not be in a down mood or be like depressed. Not like depressed, like clinically depressed, but like, you know, you have different moments of depression when you see so much Black trauma. So I just can't consume myself with so much social media even now, because it's too much. Like, it's way too much, and I get tired. I get so tired, and I need a break like anyone else. On top of that, I really don't like how social media apps, if you're not using them, they will send you like an email and try to tell you like what's on your feed, or like try to get you to use the app. Like, if I'm off the app, let me be off the app and let me breathe Instagram. Because like Instagram, I remember at one point a couple years ago when I used to have a personal page, and I don't have a personal page anymore, and I was off my personal page. I had deleted the app for like 6 months. Instagram would send me emails talking about, oh, so-and-so posted on your feed, you know, go check out what they're posting about. Like, Instagram, stop sending me emails. I don't want to be on Instagram. Twitter, like, if I'm not on the Twitter app and I still like have it on my phone, they'll send me like, oh, so-and-so tweeted, and Facebook too, they'll be like, oh, so-and-so shared a post, so-and-so shared a post. Like, if I'm off the app, let me be off the app. Like, for real. Like, don't be sending me emails. Snapchat be sending me emails too about new lenses and stuff like that. Like Snapchat, I don't care. And even when I'm not on Snapchat for like hours now, like this happened yesterday, Snapchat was like, oh, your friends, da 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 da, you know, this person, that person added to their stories. Okay, Snapchat, I will see it when I open the app. Like I said, these apps do not care about our mental health. Okay, they just want us to use the app, and they want us to make them more money. That is their main priority, period. Second of all, I don't like social media because of hustle culture. Okay, I cannot stand these people who make you feel like you need to be out here chasing the bag all the time, that you need to be creating content, this much content a week, you need to be putting out this much content a week, you need to be doing this and that. Like, put the business down, put the Instagram page down. Like, just put it down. Like, that should be what we should be seeing. We should not be always seeing hustle culture and like, oh, you need to be doing this, and that. That's burnout. Like, nobody wants to be burnt out. I feel like we should be able to make content when we want, put it out when we want, when we feel like it. Because sometimes you don't even feel, or at least for me, let me speak for myself, I don't feel connected to like content sometimes. So I might have an idea or a plan to put out something, and then it get to that week and I'm like, you know what, I'm actually not feeling connected to that content. But you know, hustle culture will be like, you need to put that content out, you need to keep going, you need to just make your videos, you need to make your content, make reels, make TikToks. Like, it's too much. Like, yeah, like it does grow your followers a lot and maybe, you know, make you more money, especially if your brand is you know, is monetized and you're making money from it. But it's like, the money is still going to be there. Like, when the money is still always going to be there, capitalism is still going to be there regardless. So it's like, put your business down, put the brand down. Like, why is there this hustle culture for us to constantly be working and constantly be trying to find more ways to make money? Like, I do to a certain extent enjoy content, especially on Instagram, where it gives you tips and advice on like how to gain more followers, you know, using hashtags, doing this, doing that. But it's like, y'all be pushing it too far sometimes, okay? We do not need to be out here hustling all the time. We don't. Like, can we normalize taking breaks? Can we normalize being off of social media and not hustling all the time? I mean, can we normalize like being satisfied and all of that? Like, The content, the ideas will still be there at the end of the day. They will, okay? We can put them out when we want to. We do not have to just keep on putting out content and burn ourselves out like that. Yeah, you're making more money, or yeah, you're getting more followers, but where's your mental health at? Where's your sanity? Where's your free time? Okay, these things matter. Like recently, I saw this one like brand strategist, and I like her content, but it really made me upset when she was talking. She made a post talking about how she realized she was only going like 70%, or putting in 70% into her business. Like she was only putting in the work. I guess she should say she was saying like 70%, and she wasn't putting in 100%. She was saying she was getting really good results at 70%, but now she wants to put in 100%. And it's like, sis, if you put in 100% into your business, how much are you pouring into yourself? Like, that's the question I have. Like, how much are you pouring into yourself? Like, I feel like social media does not normalize like pouring into yourself, because that's very important. Okay, you can't be putting 100% into your business and then trying to pour into other parts of your life too. It's gonna be imbalanced. Okay, I'm a Libra. I know about the scales. Okay, it's gonna be imbalanced. So I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to get this advice talking about, you need to be going 100% on your business every day. Like, no, okay, we don't need to be doing that. Third, I do not like cancel culture. I feel like everybody get canceled for any and everything nowadays. It's hard to have an opinion on social media. Of course, if your opinion, contributes to my oppression, I don't stand for it. But it's like opinions on simple stuff. It's like random conversations. It's like it'd be random stuff on social media. And it's like if you don't agree with like the main opinion, then it's like, okay, you're canceled. Like, okay, you need to go somewhere, nobody listens to you. I just really don't like cancel culture, and I don't like how so many people have opinions on social media about stuff that's just stuff you wouldn't even think about on a daily basis. Like, I think recently I saw a post about a father talking about how he don't like to change his daughter's diaper because of her private parts. And then there are people going in the comments, talking about whether they agree or disagree, all of that. I'm not going to give my opinion, because it's like, who thinks about this stuff? Who thinks about this stuff? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like cancel culture, and then y'all be having opinions about some of the most randomest stuff that I feel like, we can just keep our opinions to ourselves on some of these things. And some of these things we really just don't need to share with social media, like, for real. I like when I saw that just it made me upset. But anyways, but that's just one example. So I just don't like cancel culture, and I don't like how you're not able to have an opinion. I know I have a lot of unpopular opinions about a lot of stuff that's going on in this world, and I'll probably share a lot more of them soon on my YouTube channel and all of that. But yeah, I don't like cancel culture, and it's like you can so easily get canceled, and it's like you're not able to freely think on social media. 4, social media is not reality. Like, we usually see, not saying that people have to put their business out there on social media, have to put when they're miserable, but we see the peaks and the highest parts on social media all the time. Like, we don't see, failures. We only see successes. We don't see the backstory behind a lot of things. We don't have to know these things, but it's like, it's not a reality. And when you're on social media and you're just seeing all these successes, and you out here and you like trying to get your life together, and you didn't get that job, and you thought that interview went well, you didn't get accepted into that school you thought you were going to get accepted into, like, all of this stuff, when you're going through all of this stuff, seeing all that stuff on social media does not make you feel better. And it's like, damn, I wish that other people could relate to what I'm going through right now, because it feels like you're all alone in a way when you're going through something, and then on social media you see all of this success and all of that. So I'm not saying that people have to, share their struggles and all of that. I personally try to, be transparent. People ain't got to share all their business on social media. They really don't. And that's another reason why I don't like social media too, because people be sharing too much of their business sometimes. Too much of y'all business. You didn't need to put that on Facebook, sis. You didn't. You really didn't. So, sometimes it just, it's like, okay, you didn't need to put your business out there. You could have kept that to yourself, like, for real. So, yeah, some people put too much of their business out there, and then sometimes Instagram and social media is not a reality, especially, like, for women, like, all this, like, Photoshop, body image, like, so many people, and there's nothing wrong with getting, your body changed or getting additions or anything like that. But it's like when you put that on social media, and especially if you're out here and you got surgery or you got work done and you're out here telling people that it's your real body, then that's really making people on social media, especially women, feel like, oh, like, dang, like, I need to be in the gym more. I need to try to get a butt like hers. I need to, get in shape, whatever. Like, it's not a reality. Like, some of these bodies that we seeing on Instagram, a lot of these bodies that we seeing on Instagram, they're not real. And that's okay. That is okay. But it's like, don't be saying that they are real and saying that your body is real. And you got people out here who, want to look like that, thinking that there's something wrong with them. So social media is just not a reality, like, at all. It's so much fake stuff. It's so fake, and it's like, who wants to be around fakeness all the time? Who wants to be around fake energy? I feel like, yeah, at the same time, it's not anyone's business to say if you got work done, but don't lie, okay? Like, don't lie, because it really just doesn't. If people are, like, impressionable, then, like, people are gonna just be like, oh, well, maybe I need to do something different, or maybe I need to, starve myself so I can get my stomach as flat as that. Like, no, like, tell the truth, please. Lastly, I don't like social media because people are some thieves. People will steal your content, especially if you're a smaller creator. People will steal your content. People steal your content. I feel like people, at least, okay, I'm happy that this has not happened to me. And knock on wood, I ain't got no wood. Oh, this one wood. Knock on wood, people don't steal my content, but I have seen it. I've seen people steal content, steal people Instagram names, social media names, try to trademark it. Like, well, why are you going through all of this to steal somebody else's content? Like, is it really that serious? Like, is it that serious? I just don't like how, especially from Black folks and other minorities, a lot of our content, we got some good content. We creative, especially Black folks. Black folks are so creative, but white folks will take from us and take our content, try to take our creativity and act like it's theirs when it was never theirs. So I really don't like social media for that, where other groups will steal from Black people, especially Black content creators and all of that. I don't like that. But yeah, that's another reason why I don't like social media, because we all get inspired by people, but it's just like some people like to steal content, and I don't like that. That ain't cool. But I feel like that's another reason why I want to start a Patreon. Not that that's gonna stop, people from stealing my content, but it will be a lot more exclusive. I did decide. I am going to start a Patreon before the end of this year for sure. I want to say this summer, but don't quote me on that. Just because, like, I am going to grad school in the fall. I am moving into a new apartment, all the other stuff. And, like, apartment moving, furnished apartment tours, grad school vlogs. I don't really feel like that aligns with the content on my channel. So I would love to put stuff like that on a Patreon, exclusive content if people want to see that from me. And then if you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically like, you pay like a monthly subscription for a creator like myself, and like it could be as low as $2 a month, $4, $6, etc. The different tiers that I would have, and you would get access to exclusive content from me. So I have like a lot of poetry as well that I want to share that I wouldn't share on social media, because a lot of poetry that I write can actually be very explicit. Like, I can write a whole bunch of different poetry. Like if Meg the Stallion like didn't write her own lyrics, like I'll be like, Meg, let me write some of your lyrics for you, sis, because I got some bars that sound a lot like yours. Like, it's not shade to Meg or anything. I'm saying, like, if she was like City Girls, you know, City Girls that don't really write their stuff, but like some of the poetry I have sounds like Meg, sounds like City Girls, sounds like Doja Cat. And I think maybe because I listened to them so much, like that's where I got a lot of that poetry from. But you know, I'm very versatile. Like I can write any type of poetry. So yeah, some of this poetry, like City Girls need to hit me up so I can, you know, ghostwrite for y'all, whoever. Okay. But yeah, I want to put some of that on my Patreon too. So stay tuned for that, of course. Probably coming this summer once I move and all of that and do all of that stuff. So yeah, those are all my reasons why I hate social media. But I am going to stay on social media. At least fingers crossed I will, because I said I will, and I started my business page on social media. So I, you know, don't want to abandon that at all. But there will be times when I take breaks and I just delete the apps and do what I need to do, okay? If I'm not interacting with you on social media like I used to, it's because I don't feel like being on there, okay? But just know I still love your content if you are a content creator, because I know I do interact with a lot of content on social media. But yeah, just know a sis is tired of social media, but I'ma hang in there. So yeah, thanks y'all for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you feel similarly about social media, let me know. Or what are your feelings about social media? And especially Black folks, like how do you all feel about social media, especially with it like being so traumatizing sometimes or all the time? But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.